Hey, Shalom, I want to start off source by giving all praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, GMSFAQ with Dash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. This is a quick one on agenda right now. This is inspired from, what do you call it? So, a couple shows I've been watching and the amount of agenda that's been in them. Right, first one being Doctor Who, right, sci-fi thing over here in the UK on the BBC. And in that, the agenda is that, they're pushing the homosexual agenda. They're pushing, the whole, racial inequality agenda. They're pushing the whole woman empowerment agenda, and especially that one that's, the men are all kind of like stupid and aren't up to the battle, and whereas the women are all up for the battle, they're all ready for it, this, that, and the other. Then the other one was Arrow, which basically had a scene where the son, so the main character's son, you basically find out that he's grown up into being a fish, right? And even back on Dot 2, watching which was the most recent episode, and there was a character in there who was gay and had no reason to have their sexuality put on screen. The scene was something to the effect of character 1 says, "Who are you?" And then character 2 goes, "I'm your niece's girlfriend." And there was no need for that scene, right? But once again, it's this agenda that Esau's pushing. Right, so this is agenda in the Oxford Dictionary. Right, it says your first item is a list of items to be discussed at a formal meeting. One, a plan of things to be done or problems to be addressed. One, two, the underlying intentions or motives of a particular person or group. Right, so Esau has an agenda has these agendas that he wants to push out on the world. Right. Esau being a so-called white man, and more so their wicked elite, right? He's trying to push, his madness, his wickedness upon the people, such that they can be destroyed, right? So this is agenda in the online etymology dictionary. It says originally theological matters of practice, as opposed to credenda, things to be believed, matters of faith. From Latin agenda, literally things to be done, right? And Esau, he's, like I said, he's pushing the homosexual agenda. He wants it to become normalized. He wants more of Jake to be, down with this, homosexuality thing. Because, you look back maybe 2000, mid 2000s, Jake weren't about this whole homosexual shit, but now they are. Right, so I've got a collection of classics, some classics here in terms of scriptures. It's Habakkuk 2:15. It says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunk, and also that thou mayest look on their nakedness." Right, and that drink is talking about philosophies, right? Because the scriptures talk about speaking allegories. Right, this is why it says in Amos 3:7, right? I reveal my secrets to my servants, the prophets. Right, let me get this for you. It says Isaiah 29:9. It says, "Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink." Right, showing you that this wine isn't always talking about what you drink, right? It can also be used to mean philosophies, right? And this wine, these philosophies that Esau's been pushing, homosexuality, women's liberation, what else? Transgenderism, right? All of these things. That's that wine, right? And it makes the people drunk because the people start following these things. They start accepting homosexuality, this, that, and the other, and it degrades the society, it destroys the people, right? And Esau, being the devil, then accuses the children of Israel to the Most High, being like, look at your people, you know, they're homosexuals, they're transgenders, they're this, they're that. And you know, whenever Jay do something, they always want to be the best at it, right? So you see some fish and he'll be the biggest fish you've ever seen, right? Just, you know, just have the displeasure of being out there on Pride Day, right? You know, every every year on Pride, we out there teaching, and where we teach, right, just so happens to be where the, you know, a lot of the major Pride march happens, right? So then you just see a whole load of them freaks, and then Jake always wants to take one step further than everyone else, right? This is Micah 2:1. This is woe to them that devise iniquity, right, and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand, right? So this is talking about all of the wickedness that these elites do, that they do in secret. They devise it, and then because they can do it, they do it. Right, then he pushed this agenda on the people, and like I said, the people get destroyed, right? Because this is witchcraft ultimately, right? This what Esau does is witchcraft. He subverts, right? He basically repeats something to you slowly but surely, right? And then in that, people get accustomed to it, and then it becomes normalized, right? Psalm 64:2 says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. What's that talking about? That's talking about your the word escapes me now, your secret societies, your Illuminatis, your Freemasons, your this, your that, because people in this world, you know, they're like, oh, you're crazy, but people in the know, we know, right? Because at the end of the day, just as we hoping to be the elect of the children of Israel, just as we don't care about the goyim of our people, the elites of Esau, they don't care about the goyim of their people, right? The goyim of our people, they gonna be destroyed. Scriptures say in Proverbs 1, you know, because I've stretched out and you have refused. Proverbs 1 from around the 20th verse, where the Lord has it such that we're out here, basically saying, look, get right, but they don't want to hear. So when they're destroyed, the Lord will laugh at them through us, right? It says, but ultimately, you know, we care because we are there out of love, right? But yeah, just these, what do you call these elites, right? They get together in their secret councils, right, and then they do wickedness, right? Isaiah 10:1, this is one to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, right? Transgenderism, homosexuality, women's lib, abortion, all of these things, those are unrighteous decrees. But Esau's pushed it, and the people have ran with it. And they, they're going to, they have no excuse, because, the example with the apostles on down, people have been out there telling them to get right. As Hosea 4:6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Right, so my people, who's the Lord's people? Israel. Right, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And because they have rejected knowledge, they will be rejected. Like I said, the Lord has had his prophets out, starting with the apostles on down, teaching, and they don't want to hear. Right, it says, John 15:22, it says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. right? And the Lord has spoken to them in these days through the mouth of his prophets, right? So yeah, these, our people have no cloak for their sin anymore. Right now, I'll end with Isaiah 29:16. Like I said, these are just oldies but goldies. Right, it says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall this thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Right? So, you like I said, Esau's turned things upside down. Right? Things that used to be normal are no longer normal. Right? We've gone from, a man, having many wives being normal to a man and a man being normal, or a man with a woman that's now a man being normal, or a woman that's now a man being with a man that's now a woman, if that makes any fucking sense. But that's the world we live in. That's that confusion, right? That great city Babylon means the land of confusion, right? Which is, with the example that I gave there, can there be any more confusion than that, right? So laws will those are defined. Until the next time, Shalom.